Welcome to DeKalb, Illinois, and home to the Northern Illinois Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Northern Illinois Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Northern Illinois about to kick it off as we get things started. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Western Michigan's offense is on the field for the first time today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll ride the hot hand. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Lowry. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for room, it's Buckley. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
So the Northern Illinois Huskies offense has the ball for the first time. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career.
Gets away from one, finds room. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. All right, guys, let's chat a little bit about Northern Illinois. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week, 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue.
Turns on the Jets. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a grab deep. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33. Grab near the marker. It's Rogers. They make the stop right there, but Northern Illinois has the first down. Finding open areas. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Taylor. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. They thought they had the lead, and the flag breaks their heart, and now they'll have to try it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Here's a heat. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskies will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on first down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And the 3-ball gives us a tie.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Shoots it to the left. A strike downfield. There he goes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Going to go out on a limb and say they have a lot of him plays. Throw the ball to him. Already over 100 yards receiving.
Keep it simple, stupid. Just find this guy and get him the football. Now, if you're on defense, it's pretty obvious where this team is going with the ball. You're going to have to come up with a plan to stop this guy.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw, it's Lowry. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Wants to keep it in the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
By the tight end. Tackle on the play at the 17-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Trying to set up the screen. Jukes his way for more. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And the Broncos didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Rodgers. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll try to sneak it. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught near the sticks, it's Rodgers. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And that's another first down.
They'll give it to Johnson. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught in the backfield. It's Givens. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second down.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Working that wide receiver screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Huskies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Johnson. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Handoff from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Working the middle, it's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Brings up second down.
QB draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Right down the boulevard. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throws to the tight end. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw, it's Lowry. Gets it out fast. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Broncos decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. They'll go with the quick touch pass. And he used that patented spin move to pick up a few extra yards. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And the Broncos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Lowry. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like you've got a great scene there today in DeKalb. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Husky Stadium.
The Broncos will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Finds a tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. They boot it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The give to the left.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air, it's Lowry. Complete with conviction on the crosser. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
On the move, it's Buckley. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Now on 2nd down. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Broncos getting set on 1st and 10.
At the 15-yard line.
Running the red zone, it's Buckley. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Buys a little time with his feet. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A first down run in the red zone. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. It's 24-13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got it in the middle, it's Givens. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29. Leaves it with the back. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll give it to the back. Got a little space. It's a seam wide open. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. You see a defensive lineman come up with a play like that, make the sack, they start building some momentum to impose their will up front.
Man, there ain't nothing better than getting a stack. That's what you keep track of on defensive line. You're like, yeah, I already got one. You start keeping a tally of how many you can get. That's what you dream about. You dream about getting to the quarterback. Yes, tackles are nice, but I want sacks. I want that QB on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field it close to the 50. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Leary. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good.
Going for it all. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
Hold it. Offense.
So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. Looking downfield, it's Lowry. Makes the grab over the middle. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the tight end. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Buckley. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Broncos!
Number 6, catch and score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tack on the PAT. It's 31-13. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Here's the handoff. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. They'll go with a direct snap. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Bryant. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Givens. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Rodgers. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical fourth downs. He found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. Right down the boulevard. So a drive there of 85 yards. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Leary. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Back to pass, it's Lowry. They're working that left side.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll try the run. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Leary. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Swings it out to his running back. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Leary. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Got him downfield. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Near the 16-yard line. And that's a first down for the offense.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Second down coming up.
Rides the back and leaves it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Wide receiver comes in motion. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
It's a big mountain to climb, but the defense helping themselves out by getting that takeaway. They're going to need a few scores now, but you needed something positive to happen. You needed the momentum to shift, and I think the defense just did that by getting the takeaway.
The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Northern Illinois right back to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Givens. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Givens. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw again. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. Tripped up for the tackle. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Makes the grab. It's Taylor. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He lofts one down the sideline. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. He's looking to pass. Under fire. Looking for the score. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on second down. Looking to get it in. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
So after the touchdown, they'll try to use this two-point conversion and get this game to within a field goal. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Looking for a crease. It's Buckley. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead, because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.